Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Ethereum and its valuation against USD and its valuation against Bitcoin. So if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So the markets are getting, maybe they're getting a little bit exciting again. If you look at the valuation of Ethereum, it has been bleeding for the last few weeks, and if we just take a measured move from the local top, it has bled approximately 25%. This makes sense because Bitcoin retested the 20-week moving average, and we always know that when Bitcoin decides to test that 20-week moving average, then it's typically the bad news bears for Ethereum. So let me plot on here the 20-week moving average again. This is the 140-week because I was on the days earlier. So let's switch it over to the 20-week. So here it is. Actually, I can just hide all these, in fact, and just show the 20 SMA and the 21 EMA crossover. So here it is. You can see this test of the 20-week is what caused Ethereum to temporarily correct back down in its valuation against USD and its valuation against Bitcoin. You might wonder why the price of Bitcoin is 11,057. It's because this is the BLX and it shows daily closes. Obviously, the price right now is closer to 11,400. So, with that said, the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio has been bleeding, and this is expected when Bitcoin is testing the 20-week. However, if we start to see Bitcoin get comfortable at this level, let's say we get comfortable at 11.3, 11.4, maybe even 11.5, we know that this would be good for Ethereum most likely. If we start moving sideways, then I would expect the Ethereum valuation to make another run at 400. Okay, I would expect Ethereum to make another run at 400. I would also expect the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio to maybe see a short-term recovery, and maybe not all the way back to the level it was, but to see maybe a couple candles here coming back up a little bit. So what we're looking for, again, is just if Bitcoin can hold this level. We are back in the upper half of what I would consider to be the reaccumulation range. We came back down, we tested our local low, we tested the 20-week moving average several times. We're back up to the upper half of the accumulation range. If we start moving sideways, then, or if Bitcoin just slowly trickles up to 12K, then I think this will be really good for Ethereum and things can get moving again. So the market can change on a dime. It can be the bad news bears one day, and then the bulls come to the rescue the following day. So what we're looking for is either sideways action by Bitcoin or a slow move up by Bitcoin. A slow bleed by Bitcoin will cause likely a faster bleed by Ethereum. A fast bleed by Bitcoin would probably cause a large capitulation of Ethereum. So again, it's all the same thing. It's just business as usual. Now that Bitcoin is back to a healthy level, and it's significantly, it's over 10%. I would like to see it a little bit higher. Like personally, I would be a little bit more comfortable if this were at like 11.5 or 11.6. But this is still probably a level where there would be enough bulls to start driving the price of Ethereum back up if actually Bitcoin can hold this level for a little while. Otherwise, if it quickly corrects back down or moves up too quickly, then we can bet that the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio will likely continue to bleed. Now, if you look at the Ethereum USD valuation and we have our regression band, the upper value of the regression band is 377, so we're currently at 373. And generally speaking, as we've talked about many times in the past, the regression band is, it's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job of identifying the reaccumulation zone. And when we're in this zone, this is a great time to historically accumulate, and then when we go out of it, we're in bubble territory, generally speaking, right? Bubble territory, and then here again, bubble territory. There was a slight bubble territory right there that went slightly above it. So when we're in the regression band, this is different than the risk levels I talk about on the premium list. When we're in the risk band lower than 0.5, I would be generally accumulating. So below 0.5, but also, looking at the regression curve, you can see the logarithmic regression curve. You can see we are back inside it, and that this generally is a good time to be DCAing, and we recognize that there's always a chance they'll come back down. The fair value right now, according to the regression band, is 265, so we're actually fairly higher. We're fairly overvalued compared to what the fair value is. But at the end of the day, if you follow the channel, you recognize that Bitcoin is likely not getting to a sustainable 20K for another 16 months or so. And in that time, Ethereum, the valuation of Ethereum will likely slowly trickle back up. And at some point, I think that Ethereum will exit this regression band and stay above it for an extended period of time. And during this time, people will look back and wish they had accumulated more. So I would say, in terms of Ethereum, watch Bitcoin, right? It's the same story as ever. This is a time when the most of the market is just making sure that Bitcoin is kind of like, hey, are you cool, Bitcoin? Like, do you need anything? Like, what do you need to stay where you are? Like, we'll provide it for you. If it does, watch for Ethereum to make the move, and this is what I would expect. If Bitcoin can just hold its ground, I'm expecting Ethereum to make a move in the not too distant future. So if you guys like the content and you want more access to the premium list, remember you can find it at intothecryptoverse.com. You get access to weekly reports, weekly videos, a dynamic DCA strategy dashboard, risk dashboard, and a Telegram alerts channel and a Telegram chat room. So you get access to a lot of stuff. Check it out, intothecryptoverse.com. So I think from there, that'll wrap it up for the video. I just wanted to give a brief update. And then I will from here. I don't know how my wife is going to be going into labor soon. She's about to give birth, so my availability on YouTube for the next couple days might be limited if the baby comes sooner rather than later. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.